this is Shelby.
And we're from Bitch Please. Welcome back to a new episode. This is episode 16.
Damn.
Yeah, girl.
Oh my god.
Girl, you get shocked every time. Like, we don't keep going up in numbers.
I know. Bitch. First of all, you cannot be starting with some shade right off the bat. That's number one.
My bad.
I'm thinking we're at number 13.
No, how do you think we had the girl?
First of all, I don't know. I'm just like 16 episodes. It doesn't feel like we've done that much.
I mean, we've done an episode every week since the end of December.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's about to be what, April?
It's mid. Oh,
yeah, it's about to be April.
Damn.
So we're chugging right along.
We really are.
Yeah, we are.
Thanks for sticking with y'all.
Yeah, thanks for sticking with us.
Thanks for sticking with.
Yeah. Listening with us.
Yeah.
Here.
Being present. Being around.
Thanks. Commenting and whatnot.
We appreciate it.
We do.
Yeah. I can't speak today.
It's fine. Because we forgot this last week, let's get this out the way now.
That's right.
How are your screws today, Shelbs?
They're not too bad.
Okay.
They're not too bad.
Okay.
I mean, everybody's there.
Okay.
Shit is on.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little dim.
It's a little dim.
It's a little dim.
Yeah.
But it's on. But you know how the roller coaster goes with the hormones.
Yeah.
Next week, I'm probably people are gonna have quit.
Yeah.
And then the week after that, shit's gonna be just shut off.
Yeah. You're gonna have a hiring surge.
I'm gonna have a hiring surge. There's gonna be a strike. Screws are gonna be out the window. It just is what it is.
Girl, I get it.
But right now I'm pretty good. I'm not too bad. What about you?
Yeah, today my screws are actually not bad. They're the power went out, so they're working off a candlelight. But but we're good. We're good. But they just can't see that great right now.
My stupid ass was thinking it was like you really had a power outage at your house and you was upset.
Inside, girl. Inside.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm a little off today.
A little power outage. But other than that, everybody's good. Everybody's cool. We're here. We're operating. These couple of days off have been doing me great.
Yes, and you have 3 days, don't you?
I do. I have one more day and then I gotta go back to work.
That's okay.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
It is okay. So, but yeah.
Yes.
I'm doing good.
Okay.
All right. So now for the shit.
No.
I'm just like.
Let's talk about some shit.
Oh. Okay. Let's talk about some shit.
Bitch. Great segue. I got some stories for y'all. Okay, that I've been hoarding in my little pocket. Actually, one's very recent. But as y'all know, I've been on the dating scene, right? Trash. It is garbage. It is fucking terrible.
Garbage.
Apps are shit. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Absolute garbage. Anyways, so this story is.
He shall who not be named.
He shall who not be named. We were kicking it. We chilled. We went downtown or whatever. It was a good time. I told myself I was not going to chill with this man like that. I told myself I was not going to chill with this man like that. I said, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to chill with him. No. We had a plan.
We had a whole plan.
No, we had a whole plan.
We had a whole plan. We had
a whole plan to stay away from particular people.
And still.
And we still end up at the same time was like, this is what's going to happen. Plans changed within a matter of seconds, right? So anyways, I'm kicking it with this dude. And I've known him a long time. And I'm kicking it with this dude. And we go back to my house and we go to chill or whatever. And he ended up staying the night because he had drank too much. So I was like, you know what? Don't even stress about it. It wasn't even like that. Like, ain't shit really happened like that. But I was like, you know what? Just stay, chill, whatever. Get some sleep, blah, blah, blah. The next day, we go to have breakfast, whatever. It was weird. I was like, I made out with the dude, right? So first of all, I was hat-fished. Let's start off with that, number one. I was hat-fished. Hat-fished. This man came into this fucking bar looking all sorts of delicious.
Oh.
Right? All sorts of delicious. And we were kissing, you know, having a good time. Hat came off. He had 3 hairs. Like that.
Homer Simpson hairs?
Girl? Yes. Straight to the scalp. Like, you could see straight to the scalp. And these hairs weren't, like, short, cropped, or whatever, neady placed. No, bro. He had long 3 hairs. It was, like, in there like
in
this.
there gangbanging?
Just really chilling. First of all, I cannot handle my facial expressions, right? So immediately I was like, immediately, for y'all who are listening, I just made a stank ass face. Immediately had a fucking face on, right? that's when I was like, nope, this ain't gonna happen. Not happening. You could stay the night. You can go to sleep. You know, get some rest, whatever. Anyways, we go out to breakfast the next day. You know, kikied a little bit, and then I said, oh, I gotta go home. I got shit to do. Whatever. I went home. I walked into my house, and I have 2 dogs, and I immediately think a dog shit on my floor somewhere. Immediately thought a dog. Yes.
Wait, you could smell it?
Yes. That's why.
Oh, you did not. You did not tell me that. No way. Oh my god.
That's why I checked. I was looking through my house. I couldn't find it. I was looking through my house. I couldn't find it.
Okay, go ahead. I did not know that.
I was looking.
Oh, hold on.
Are you crying?
Yeah, girl, hold on. I was not expecting that. I thought you just
through
happened to like go and
No,
see it.
bitch.
You smelled it through the house?
I smelled it through the house because I was looking
He deserved
around.
his ass beat.
I was looking around thinking, oh my god, one of my dogs shit on the floor, and I was like, my dogs are old, so it's like it's not uncommon. They're just old. So, anyways, I'm looking around, and I had just bought a rug in my bathroom, and I was like, oh, they better not have shit on my brand new rug. I was upset. I walk in, there was a whole dookie in my toilet.
A whole poo.
A whole dookie.
A whole shit.
This man had showered that morning. It wasn't mine. It was a whole doo-doo in my toilet. He left it. He left a whole dookie in my toilet. Didn't flush. My toilet is not hidden. It is the toilet. It is the shower. It's right there. You can see it. This was not a dookie that was like hidden underneath some other stuff. It was straight chilling there. And there was no toilet paper.
And he didn't refill the roll?
Girl, no, I mean there was no toilet paper in the toilet bowl. He didn't wipe his ass. Which I'm sure you probably hopped in the shower, but at the end of the day, it don't even matter. You left a doo-doo in my toilet.
But then your little shit stains are floating around in the bottom of the tub?
Girl. He left a doo-doo in my toilet. This is why I'm telling y'all. Like, I was hat-fished and Dookie'd.
Drive-by Dookie? Oh my gosh.
Oh, I cannot.
Damn. I did not know that it was. Sorry.
It was that bad. I told you I was looking for it because I could smell it.
I don't think I realized. I realized when you said it.
It was so bad. I was upset.
As you should have been.
Upset.
Girl.
I have not talked to this man since. Will not ever talk to this man again.
I mean.
Grossed out.
On site. That's what I'm saying. If he...
Gross the fuck out.
Next
Grossed
time you
out.
see him, you should just get some dog shit.
Look.
And the next thing, just chuck it at him.
No, I'm going to take a shit on the hood. I was upset.
Oh my gosh.
Upset. And I've known him for a long time. I've known this man for a long time. So to be hat-fished and have drive-by Dookie. Upset. I was already upset by the hair. I'm not shitting on anybody who's losing hair, anything like that. It happens. But homie, there is a way to fucking...
Flush the toilet. It's not hard. It's literally right there. You just... and then go.
Like, there's a way to fix the hair when your hair is like that. Like, there's just a way.
You know his hair, he wasn't going to be able to fix his hair because he don't know how to flush.
He don't know how to do anything.
That's a basic thing.
He didn't flush the toilet, girl. He didn't flush the toilet at all.
This story just got so much funnier. I swear to God. Oh my gosh.
Drive-by Dookie'd. Oh my God. Have you ever has anything weird like that ever happened to you? Like with a person? Maybe not a drive-by Dookie.
I was saying not a
like,
drive-by Dookie.
Somebody leaves the next day and you're like, what the fuck?
Not that I can recall.
Great, so it's just me.
I'm trying to think. I'm like, I don't know if I've had any like situations like that. I mean, there's been like cramps and things like that happen. Mm-hmm. Somebody catches a cramp, but like not no shit like that. Like shit. But yeah, not that I can think of. No.
I was upset. I was so fucking upset.
Girl, I would have been as well.
I was so fucking upset.
Girl.
Which brings me to story number 2.
Story number 2. Look at y'all. This is story time with Shelby. Story time with Shelby.
This is story time with Shelby. No, can you imagine? So this brings me to story number 2, right? And this is very recent. So I hop back up on these apps, right? which I'm never going back on again. That's not true. But I'm probably not going to go on for a hot minute.
Fair.
So I hop back up on these apps, right? And I think to myself, all right, I'm going to do my due diligence. I'm going to ask the right fucking questions. I'm going to interrogate. I'm going to make sure I have all my answers that I need answered, right? I thought I did. I was talking to this man for a little bit. Also, I want to add, this man is not that attractive. I was like, you know what?
At all.
Maybe the medium uglies are where it's at. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. Anybody could be trash. Ugly, medium ugly, somewhat attractive, very delicious. They can all be trash. So anyways, I think to myself, okay, cool. Meet up with this guy. He seemed cool, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I did a whole search on him. Actually, Deidre did a whole search on him.
The internet is a very scary place. Just want to...
For anybody, don't fuck with this bitch.
I can find out everything.
She will know who your second cousin twice removed is in a matter of 5 minutes. I promise you that. I promise you that. All we were going off of was this man's first name. That's all we were going off of was this man's first name.
Yep.
So we go off of this man's first name. We find an article on him, which gives us his full name. We go from having his full name to county records search. Because I said something was off. Something felt a little sus. You know, deep in my gut.
Yeah.
I was like, something felt a little sus. Find out he's whole married. Marriage certificate and all. Out here. That's the second dude. I think I shared something about it on fucking Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
That is the second fucking dude to be married.
Yep.
Are you playing? And then the comments that I get back are from all of these women who are like, yes, girl, I went through it too. Yes, girl, I went through it too. Yes. I know we talked about the dating pool had piss in it, and I know it has piss in it, but this is like
diarrhea.
This is like bad.
This is the runs.
This is like post-drinking shit. Like,
it's a period poo.
There's period poos in this pool. This is a drive-by Dookie on replay, bitch. Like, I can't.
On a loop.
On a loop, bro. On a loop.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that mess was funny.
God.
Yeah, and we found all that information in, what, 10 minutes? If that? Not hard to do, but
and I got this whole
a lot of stuff on the internet.
I got this whole message that was like, oh, we separated, blah, 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 and so on and so forth. And I said, when the fuck were you going to tell me this? When were you going to tell me this? Honestly, you get further with me with honesty than you do by trying to keep shit from me.
Right.
Because, like, if you would have explained your situation, I may have been like, all right, you know, I get it. I understand. We can maybe take things slow or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? But, like, no, you whole lied.
Yeah.
And then to try to turn it around and be like, well, I just wanted to make sure you were comfortable first. Don't try to play. Don't try to come up in here and play. Like, I hate when people do that, where they're like, where they kind of flip script and they're like, oh, well, I was just doing it for your benefit.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure you were good. And it's like,
it's for
you
your
couldn't
benefit.
have possibly.
You a lying ass piece of shit.
Absolutely.
That's what the fuck you are. And I guarantee you, and I thought about my craziness came out a little bit. It came out a little bit. Because I was like, I'm about to hit up his wife. I'm about to hit up his wife's sister. I'm about to hit up everybody in that fucking family and let them know what a piece of shit he is. But then I just didn't have the energy, and then I was like, I'm not doing it.
No, that's fair. That was a lot.
I cut him off. I was like, I'm not doing it. But it's just like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, I get it. People are out here, and they're wanting what they want when they want it. But, like, just be upfront about that shit. Like,
yeah.
You'd be so surprised how many people will still fuck you if you're married.
Right.
I'm not one, but, like, you'd be surprised.
Yeah. It's crazy. It is really crazy because it's like, it would have taken nothing, especially because of the other part that he shared with you.
Yeah.
So it's like, it would have been nothing to be like, oh, okay, and this as well.
Exactly.
But
no, he kept the whole fucking thing to himself. And then try to flip script and make it seem like, oh, I was just doing it for your own benefit.
Girl.
Pendejo. And the whole time in my head, what was going off in my head was, don't be pendeja. The whole time, because I was like, don't believe this, man. You can't, like, because I, you know, clearly I got a little bit of trust issues, but I mean, it happens. I do my best to try to trust people, and then, you know,
some fuck shit happens.
You get some drive-by dookies, like, you just do. That's what it's gonna be called now.
Yeah.
You get fucked over by somebody. It's a
drive-by dookie. We're gonna have shirts that say, I'm just kidding.
Actually, that's a good merch.
Drive-by dookie. I mean,
Dookie.
low key. It's got to be a little car with somebody arm out the window with a little a little bag of shit.
It's like the South Park.
Oh yeah, the little Mr. Hanky.
Mr. Hanky.
Yeah.
Driving the car, drive by Dookie'd.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be so funny.
Anyway,
oh man.
Did we just make merch?
Girl, we couldn't use that if we wanted to.
That's facts. But yeah, so it's just, I don't know. It's just wild.
Yeah.
It's just wild. But I found out, I don't know if you know about it. Why am I acting like you don't know about it? The whole Facebook group.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of different Facebook groups that are like that. So if you guys are dating or whatever, there's some groups on Facebook where you could be like, does anybody know this human being? Uh-huh. Is anybody with this human being? Mm-hmm. And there's a whole bunch of people in there that will be like, that is my man. Uh-huh. Or that's my sister's man. Uh-huh. Or whatever, you know. And there's a bunch of different groups that have that information out there. Yeah.
And you can also put in like warnings to other people and be like, this man is married. This man has DV charges against him. This man has battery. This man has this. Like, and, you know, you can just get on for the tea. Like, you can just get on to read people's crazy ass stories.
I know when I heard about one of the groups, it was probably like, I don't know, it's probably been like 8-9 years now. And I remember my homegirl was telling me about it, and I'm like, I just want to read the tea. Like, I didn't have nothing going on. I'm like, I just want to see what's going on. Girl, it was messy boots. Messy boots. I was like, dang, okay. Yeah. And it was just the camaraderie. That word of women coming together to help one another. Yes. To fight the evil that is ain't shit niggas. Sorry. Look at that. Leave it. My bad. I was feeling it.
I know you comfortable with me.
Oh girl. Oh my eyes.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Let's get ourselves together real quick.
But yeah, okay, so these groups are there.
Yeah.
And a lot of women come together and share their stories and their woes and their tales, and they get advice or they you know, they lay out who is dealing with who and all that stuff. So it is very interesting. Like I said, the one group I found was a long time ago, and I remember hearing about it and just thinking, wow, this is nuts. Like, first of all, what scorned woman was like, you know what, I'm not having this. We gonna get this shit out. Like, you know, I'm just curious how that even started.
I know, me too.
Because there's groups everywhere.
There really is. All over Florida, for different parts of Florida, all over the U.S. There's some international ones. Yeah. Like, it's wild, and we cannot give you the name.
Yeah, sorry.
Because
you're gonna have to find them.
You're gonna have to find them on your own, or you can ask us personally one-on-one. But it's primarily for women. So if you're a dude asking, we're not gonna give it to you.
And if you're a dude that's curious, just make sure your shit right, so that you don't end up on here.
Exactly.
Because apparently you gonna get put on here.
I'm about to put this man on here. So.
Oh God.
I'm about to put this man on here. I gotta get my little licks in as I can. So.
I mean, you do what you gotta do, man.
I didn't go to the wife, so this is the next best thing for me. But no, it's just, I mean, I don't know. It's
a lot.
I think these groups are really amazing, though, that these women came through and were like, this is just what we're gonna do. Yeah. Band together.
Yeah, I mean, can't ask the question straight out because they're gonna lie.
They are. It's just wild. I just don't understand why people can't just be honest.
I feel like, you know, I hear this a lot because I'm like one of those people like, just tell me if something's not, if you're not feeling some type of way, or if something changes, like just be honest and let me know. And you hear a lot of guys say, you know, yeah, women always say they want to hear the truth, but then when you tell them the truth, you know, they feel some type of way. And it's like, well, it really depends on the situation. Yeah. Because they might be like, okay, and they keep rolling with whatever. But if you lie about it and they find out about it later, then they're going to have a problem. Yeah. Like, that's just what it is. So, I don't know, girl. I do not know.
I don't know. Just be honest from the jump. Even if somebody's like, no, don't be selfish enough to be like, well, I'm going to lie because I don't want to lose this. Right. You're going to lose it. Yeah. In the end, you're going to lose it. Yeah. So you might as well just be honest from the jump. Yeah. So, it's just wild to me.
Girl, same.
I don't know, but those are my stories.
Yeah.
Those are my
Story
stories.
time with Shelby. Ding, 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 ding.
I'm not gonna have any more anytime soon, hopefully.
I hope
I'm
not.
off them dating apps.
That's enough for.
I think, yeah.
It's enough for a while.
I think if I'm gonna date anybody, I want to meet them organically. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want.
That's the thing that's so interesting about dating apps. I know we weren't planning on talking about this, but just kind of thinking of it. The thing that with dating apps that makes it so different than meeting somebody in the outside, like just on the outside world, is that you're already going in with like, I'm looking to date somebody.
Yeah.
And if you meet somebody like organically out and about, you just kind of meet them and you see how things go.
Yeah.
But with the apps, you already know what is going on there. So the fun of just meeting new people, it kind of takes that part of it out, because it's like, what's your favorite color? What's your middle name? How many siblings do you have? Da, 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 da. You know, you just kind of go through that cycle of bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting.
It is.
It's always really interesting.
It is. So I think if I meet anybody, it's going to be organically. But also,
I'm here for
just
it.
like chilling.
Girl, I get it.
I'm just chilling.
Look, I gave everybody my warning. I gave everybody my warning.
I got to tell you, I really just don't have the endurance for this shit. Because I've been on since the beginning of January. It's almost April. I'm done. I'm good.
I get it.
I'm good. I've met some really cool people.
Yeah.
Like, I've made some really good friends. Like,
Yeah.
you know. But
Yeah.
I've also met some shitty ones.
So is life.
Such is life.
Such is life. Me and words today are not
Girl,
doing good either.
same.
I'm struggling.
I don't know what is really going on?
My brain is like, me.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So moving on to our next segment. What is the most wild shit someone has ever said to you in a relationship?
So I have two stories. One of them wasn't like super wild. It was just weird.
Yeah.
The other story was wild and funny as hell to me. But the first story, there was this guy that I dated, and he thought it was weird that I was so positive. He said, "You're too positive all the time. I just think it's strange that you're so positive." And I was like, "What do you mean by that?" And he's like, "I mean, like, I kind of thrive off of the negativity. It keeps me warm."
Oh, it keeps me warm.
Wait, this was the kicker. He tried to be positive for a week, and he was sick as hell. I was like, "Yo, you are evil. You are the demon.
Oh my God. It keeps me warm?
It keeps him warm."
I would have left.
He was sick as hell when he tried to be like positive. He was actually like sick. He was cold all the time. Yeah, I was like, yo.
That's weird.
It was so weird. Oh, it was so weird. I was like, that. First of all, from if you guys have been listening for a little bit, I am a pretty positive person, because I've had to be, because the health shit was hard.
Yeah.
The pain was hard. And if I didn't have a piece of positive, I don't know where I would have ended up, to be honest. I needed to keep some little bit of positivity in my life. And so that's how I've functioned throughout my entire life. So to hear that from somebody that I was too positive was just like, well, first of all, I'm not going to stop because it's keeping me together. But also, who says that?
Who says that?
That's weird.
Who says the negativity keeps me warm? I would have been like, goodbye.
Girl, when I tell you, I don't even know. I've never prayed harder. I was like, I wasn't even like, I was just like, I need to pray for this.
Yeah.
Because this, I can't even like just.
That's wild.
Girl, I was.
That's wild.
Nice guy, but weird.
That's wild.
The other story was another person I was dating came to visit, which. A little bit of a backstory. There was conversation about some girl that he wanted to deal with, or had been dealing with in the past, and how she had been hitting him up and blah, 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 but he wasn't going to do it and all this other stuff. But she lived in the state in between us both.
Okay.
So he had to go through it to get to here, or go back through it to get home.
Yeah.
So he left here super late at night, hammered, and you know, I had to go to work the next day, and it was early as fuck. So I was like, let me get some sleep. I can't stay on the phone all night.
Yeah.
So I go to sleep or whatever, and that's that. So I hit him up at a reasonable time throughout the day, just to be like, hey, did you make it? Like, where you at? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And he ends up calling me, and it's just like, or I think he texted me because he was like, I just cannot believe you. And I was like, what did I do?
I just went to sleep, bro.
Yeah, I just went to sleep because I had to go to fucking work in the morning. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Well, you left me in the hardest time of my life. So I'm like, well, what happened? Like, what happened? So he's like, you know, I fell asleep in the car. And I'm like, I mean, that makes sense. You were fucking hammered. So, okay. And you know, I woke up on the tow truck. in the tow yard or something like that. And I was like, well, that can't happen.
No, they don't just take it.
No.
With somebody in the car?
They won't. Also, because they need to make sure nobody's dead, they're gonna check to see if you're awake. They won't first of all, they're not gonna tow your car with you in it.
Yeah.
And then also take you to the tow yard with you still in it.
Yeah.
They're gonna make sure that person is still living.
Yeah.
He went on about how they got him in there and he woke up in the tow yard and was so freaked out and didn't know where he was at.
You lie.
Girl, it was so far-fetched and so crazy. And I was just like,
the most.
I was just like, I don't know what to, like, I felt bad, but I also was like, this is funny as hell. So then I'm like,
you have to like put him on mute because you're laughing.
Yeah, because I was just like, no, like it's not like that. You know, I'm trying to be here. I was like, I've done nothing but support you. Like I don't understand. And he's like, I just can't believe you do that. And the whole time I'm like, he thinks I'm fucking stupid. Mm-hmm. So I got on the phone. I was just like, I just really feel like you don't need to be alone right now. Blah 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 blah, and all this other stuff. And he didn't want to talk to me no more. I never talked to him again after that. Like, there was like a whole bunch of stuff that happened after that.
Yeah.
But the whole time I was thinking, he think I'm stupid.
He really thinks so.
What happened was, homeboy went to old girl house.
That's facts.
And that's what took us so long to get home. Uh-huh. And that's fine. You should
have just said that, though.
I already knew that was what was going to happen.
Yeah.
I knew that before. I knew that as he was coming down, I was like, he's probably going to stop at that girl house. And if he don't, he's probably going to wait till he get back. And I was just like, that's none of my business.
Yep.
Like, if that's what you're going to do, let me know, because we don't need to be doing anything.
Exactly.
But also, like, we could just not do anything ever. Like, we could just end it and you can go be with her. But she ended up being with her.
Yeah.
Which I was like, cool. But just say that. You could have just been like, yeah, no, I don't want to do with you anymore. And I'd have been like, all right, bet.
Yeah, say less.
It would have not been a thing.
The most.
Girl.
The most.
It was, I was hurt, but because I was just like, the audacity. But I was also like, this is funny as hell.
Yeah.
Because what?
Yeah. That's fucking wild.
Girl.
The most elaborate story you could think of just because you want to go get some pussy. For what? Like, maybe we're just different. Because I don't particularly care. You just need to let me know, and then we can stop fucking around, or maybe talk about some sexual safety, like some sexual health. Like, just be real. Like, don't fucking be out here,
girl,
making up a story that the tow truck while you was sleeping took you away.
I was like, wait, what? I said, yeah, I think I called his sister or something. I was like, girl, did you hear the story? Like, what happened? She was like, well, I don't know. Something about that. I was like, all right. Like, I just want to make sure he's safe. Like, is he good? Or like, you know.
That's wild.
Yeah, girls. Told him while he was inside sleeping.
That's wild.
And the windows were tinted, so it wasn't like you couldn't see.
I was going to say, was the windows tinted?
No.
But they still checked. You could still shine a flashlight
You could see straight inside the car. You see all through that bitch.
That's crazy.
Girl, I was like, okay.
Sir, biggest eye roll. Mm-hmm.
It's funny.
Whatever you say.
It's funny now. It wasn't funny at
But
the
can
time.
you just picture him? Like, nothing really happened, and he's just making this whole scene on the phone.
Yeah.
Like a little psychopath.
Yeah.
Like it really happened.
Yeah, I was like, I don't...
Like, do you know, like, that's just, for me in my head, like, that just takes so much energy.
So much effort.
So much. I ain't doing that for you. I'm just not. I'm not about to throw myself on the floor and cry and scream about a story that's not even true.
Girl, I was so confused. Like, I was like, you could have just said, like, hey, I don't want to do this with you anymore. This was a cool trip. Thanks. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know what's also funny? And it wasn't intentional, but it ended up being kind of funny in the end. He wanted his hair like a certain color. So I called my mom. I was like, hey, girl, how do I do this so I could dye his hair? Because he wants his hair like this for his birthday, whatever. And she was like, do this, do that. It took all day long. And his hair was damaged as hell.
No lie.
It was. And I felt bad, but I was also like...
Karma. Mm-mm. That's wild.
Girl, crazy.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
So
what's your story, girl?
I have two. I have two stories. So the first one was my previous situationship that I was in after my divorce. He's narcissistic. He is mentally unstable.
Absolutely.
And there were a lot of red flags with that, but your girl was frolicking through them and just ignoring the whole thing.
Girl.
Your girl was like, la 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 la. It's the time of my life. It's so good. Anyways, no, he told me at one point, he said, and this should have been a red flag, and it was, and I stopped and thought about it, and then I said, whoop! I just kept it moving. He said, I really like broken girls. And thinking back now, with definitely a little better mental health and like not in the place that I was. That's fucked.
Oh, it's absolutely fucked
That's
up.
fucked. If somebody tells you, like, I like broken girls, it's because they want to manipulate you. It's because they want to use you. It's because your brokenness that you have is a tool for them to be able to gaslight and manipulate you into doing what they want. That's what that was.
Yeah.
That's what that was. And I'll never forget that shit. I like broken girls.
That mess is crazy. But also, it's like, fuck you, bro. I'm healing. Like,
Yeah.
leave me alone.
Like, I might be a little, okay, I'm a little bit broken, but like, come on now. He made it like it was a treat. Like, he put like the little, this was in a text message. I don't think I'm going to try to find it. It was in it. I think I'm going to try to find it. And he put the little devil emoji with the horns. And I was like, I'll never forget that shit. Second story was my virginity story.
Oh, Lord.
Second story was my virginity story. I won't say what age I was because I was young, but second story was my virginity story, and he told me I was loose. I'm barely a teenager. Like, there is no fucking way. And we was just talking about this. When somebody tells you one thing, right?
Oh, it'll ruin your experience.
It'll
ruin
years. For years.
I don't know if I want to share that, but
I thought for years that there was something wrong with me.
Yeah.
That my shit was loose. So I was very nervous to sleep with anybody because I was like, oh my God, I'm a virgin and like, you know, whatever. And like, I'm loose down there, like crazy shit. Like, this stuck with me for fucking years.
Yeah.
That there was something wrong with my coochie. There's not.
I know, that's right, girl. You better say that.
She really good.
No,
Thank you.
I hear you though, because I've had experiences years ago where somebody said something about me and it stuck with me for so long to the point where I just didn't do it anymore. Yeah. Only to find out I'm actually pretty good at it. Yeah. I was like, damn, all them years of flexibility went down the drain.
Went down the drain.
But, you know. It is what it is.
Yeah, I was actually really scared because I thought there was something wrong with me.
It's so messed up. It's so interesting, like the things that people can say that will really like stick with you, and how it will mess with you in other aspects of your life.
For sure.
You just never think that it's gonna be that big of a deal because sometimes people just say shit to just be saying shit.
Yeah.
And not realizing that it's gonna have a lasting impression on somebody.
Absolutely.
Which now that I'm looking back, I probably did that for a couple people. I probably damaged a couple people.
I mean, I know I did. I know I did.
Sorry about that.
I know I did. I'm a little too honest sometimes. Like, I don't have a filter.
Yeah.
I'm a lot better than I used to be. Trust me on that. I'm a lot better than I used to be. But I have to think very carefully on what I'm going to say. So, like, if I'm ever having a conversation with a person and I pause and I'm like, and I stop and I'm thinking, it's because I'm trying to get my wording properly so I don't sound like a whole asshole.
Yeah.
Because I just say what is in my head and I don't pause for a second to consider other people's feelings or how it's going to come off. So I work very hard on not doing that. Sometimes I fail miserably. Girl, so I know I fucked somebody. I know I fucked somebody's whole shit up.
Same.
I know I fucked somebody's whole shit up back in the day.
I mean, I can't even say back in the day. It could have been like 2 days ago, honestly. Like, it's been...
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I just, you know...
You're not wrong.
But, I remember I had a conversation with somebody and they were like, I never know what's going to come out of your mouth. And I'm like, I'm not sure how to take that. Because I don't know if that's good and I'm not sure if that's bad, but it doesn't sound good. And it was like, well, no, it's not bad. It's just like, it's kind of an adventure. I was like, okay, cool. I'm cool with that. But it makes you think a little bit where you're like, crap, like, maybe I should really think about what I'm about to say, which I do. I really do try to, but I feel like with certain people, like I feel like with you, I feel like I can say how I need to say whatever I need to say, and I can say it in the most real way, and you won't get offended. No, you'll be like, yeah, no, that's right. Like, and you do the same for me. You'd be like, no, bitch, you're being stupid. And I'd be like, yeah, girl, you're right. Yeah, but I like it, so I'm gonna stick over it. You know what I mean? Like,
and then we high five and we keep it moving.
We keep it moving. But I just, so it's just knowing who you can do that with and who you can't, and knowing that, especially if it's somebody new or whatever, you may really hurt their feelings or really damage something in them, which is hard because you never know where you don't know what somebody's trigger is.
Exactly.
You just don't know.
Exactly.
So,
but then you also have the people who, like, if I'm saying one thing, they think I'm saying something totally different. Like, there's a sub message to what I'm saying. Like, there's something deeper, and I'm like, no, this was it. Like, this is it. Literally what I said is what I'm saying. Yeah. And they're like, but I thought you were meaning this. No.
Yeah.
What I said was what I was saying.
Yeah, no, I get it, because you could be like, the sky is blue, and they'd be like, did you just call me stupid?
Yeah.
Like, I said the sky was blue.
The sky was blue.
Well, I just feel like you're coming at me crazy, and and it's like,
oh, that's not me. At the end of the day, it's not me. That's on
the sky is still blue.
The other person. That is on the other person.
Yeah.
But it's crazy how, like, speaking of, like, people saying stupid ass shit in relationships, it's crazy how, like, the nicest people that you can meet, like, out in the world, right, can be some of the meanest behind closed doors.
Oh, absolutely. And it's so interesting. Like, if they have a lot of charisma, or
Yes.
they're like a people person, that it is such a scary thing, because it's a complete switch from like how people see them and then how they actually are as a person.
Yeah.
I dealt with somebody like that for a very long time.
Yeah.
And everybody was always like, oh, he's so nice, he's so this, he's so that. And I was like, yo, he wasn't putting his hands on me because he's not fucking crazy, but he did do some other wild shit where people were like, oh, I would have never imagined, because he's just like this. And I'm like, bruh.
Yeah. No, I was just in that with my previous situationship. Like, I was just in that shit. And it's just like, nicest person in the whole world to everybody else, will do the most for everybody else. But then when it comes to you, it's a different story.
Yeah.
It's a different story.
Yeah.
The way they talk to you, different story.
Yeah.
The way they treat you, different story. And behind closed doors too. And it's wild. But you know who picked up on that shit? Was my dad.
Oh, did he?
My dad was like, I don't like him. He talks too much. He's not a good person.
He talks too much?
He did. He said he wouldn't shut up. He talks too much.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
My dad did not like him at all.
When I first met him in person, I was like, he's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he's a little bit racist. Uh-huh.
Let me tell you. Is it okay?
Yes, let it out.
We were friends on Instagram for like a hot second.
Uh-huh.
And every meme, reel thing that had to do with black people, he sent to me because I'm black. Mm-hmm. And he made this shit was funny though. I'm not gonna lie. This shit was funny. He had a printer. He had a 3D printer and he made some folding chairs. This was in the height of the Alabama fight, the whole thing on the boat.
Hang on a second. Anyways, this was in the height of the Alabama
Yeah, it was
boat.
the Alabama boat like fight thing that everybody was talking about, and so he made these these foldable chairs. They're like this big. They were so cute, but also I was like, why the fuck did you give me these? Like,
yeah,
I could appreciate the humor, but I was also kind of like,
mm-hmm.
No, but that shit was actually pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was funny.
It had me cracking up.
I laughed hard.
But in the back of my head, I was like, you got me fucked up.
I laughed hard.
But also it was hilarious.
I laughed hard.
So, but yeah.
But yeah. No, it's crazy. Like, I mean, the nicest people out there can be the meanest behind closed doors. You never fucking know.
You just never know, which is so scary.
It is really scary.
Because when people, you see a lot of times with women, they're like, oh, their relationship looks so beautiful. Like, I want that relationship. And you're like, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. He could be whooping her ass every second of the day.
Exactly. You really don't though.
You don't.
You really don't though. And like so now for me, like if I'm out in public or if I meet somebody or if I go on a date or whatever and they are overly charismatic, they cut me off while I'm talking. They're their energy's too much and I feel tired after, like they've sucked all my energy out. That's a no, you going bye.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
That's a red flag for me.
Yeah.
It is. And I don't care if people are just like, oh, well, they just might be nice. Okay, well, they can be nice someplace else. Like, I'd rather take the quiet introvert in the corner.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's understandable.
I'd rather take the one who's not really socializing a lot.
Yeah.
Me too.
Girl, that's understandable completely, because it's like, you just never know.
Yeah.
Especially with the past of how things have been. It's just like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So.
That's just me, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a question, because I do this and this is really, really random. So just bear with me. I talk with my hands a lot. I know you talk with your hands a lot. We just do that, right?
We just do it.
And I have to really focus to not. Like, I sit here, I was looking at some of the old stuff and I was sitting here with my hands folded so that I didn't move them as much.
I do too.
Because I have to, right? But I started doing something and it's kind of fucked up, but it's funny to me.
What?
Where if I'm talking to people and if I catch them look at my hands one time, then I just start doing shit to see what happens. I do it all the time at work. I do. I'll be talking and I'll just be talking like how I normally talk. And then I notice that they look down at my hands, or they look if my hand happens to be over here and they look, and I'm like, gotcha. And I'm like, so yeah, the other day I was like just walking around and I just felt like I do. I think it is so funny. So do you do anything like that?
Oh,
like,
hell yeah. Hell yeah. First of all, if you haven't noticed in most of our videos, my hands are like this because I move them too much.
Me
and
too.
because I kept slapping them on my fucking, my
Your
legs.
Yeah.
And so I'll do this, or I'll like play with my jewelry or something like that, because I'm always moving my hands.
Yeah.
My hands are always, but yes, I do the same shit. Cause like if I'm like really animated in a story and I'm like, and this happened and I can't even tell you. And they look at my hands, I'm like, and this happened and this happened. And here we are. And there we go. And it's just, we're out here. I'm like, my hands go everywhere. And I'm like, I wonder if they're going to notice. And I'm like, it's like and they be following.
They do.
They really do be
and
following.
That's what I think. That's what's so funny. And it's not that, because some people might go, "Oh, you just don't have nothing important to say." It's not that. I might have something important to say, but it becomes a little game for me because I need to get my chuckles. I'm sorry.
I get my chuckles.
I'm gonna get my chuckles in some way that I can.
Yeah.
And if you happen to look, and I notice that you look, I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yes.
So, same with if somebody looks at my chest, I will on purpose move my bra so I can see what happens.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'm sorry. It's funny.
Yep.
That's just an inner look in my
I just
psyche.
like to fuck with people.
It's funny sometimes.
It is funny.
And it's like harmless, you know.
It is.
If it's like super important, what I'm saying is super important, I'll just really try to keep my hands together.
Yeah, I do too.
But if I'm just saying random shit that's not really like that big of a deal, it's an interesting story or whatever,
I'm just animated.
Yeah.
If I'm mad, my hands are going even more.
Yeah.
And they're more like in your fucking face.
Yeah.
I'm just like, my hands are always
same.
moving.
Yeah.
But can we tell the population about what we do to each other?
So Shelby got me so fucking good today. Oh, she got me so good today. So we have been, I don't even know when this started, why it started,
I flicked
how
you
it
off
started.
one time, and I said it's endearment.
Yeah, that was it. That's all she did one time, and that has been an ongoing war on how we can get each other and the creative ways that we can do it.
Yeah.
And this bitch got me today. She got me today. She sent me a video of her reading this book, and the book looked super interesting. She's like, "Yeah, girl, this book is so good." Da 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 da. And then she starts to open it, and she puts her little middle finger up, and I was like, "God damn, she got me."
I did.
She got me good.
I did.
But I got you that one day. I forgot what I was doing.
You were pulling something out of visceral bucket.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I was like, "Oh my God, there's something in here."
And what? Girl, oh my God.
That's been so much fun.
We have this whole war on who can get what.
I just thought about the one where I was like, "Oh my God, look at what so-and-so sent me." And I had taken a picture of my middle finger.
No, it's funny. Or when I fucking held up the Tox bag.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Woo. My face hurts. We've been laughing a lot this episode. Thanks for hanging in there with us, guys.
Yeah. Hopefully this hasn't completely derailed your faith in us.
Facts. Hopefully you got some chuckles in yourself.
Yeah. So, I mean, this was a lighter episode anyway.
It was needed.
It was needed. So.
It was needed.
Yeah.
It was needed. So.
All right. Well,
thank you guys. Yep. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening, to us talk some shit again and listen to our stories. Watch out for Drive-By Dookies.
Please.
100%. Watch out for Drive-By Dookies. And, follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. Subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. Like, follow, share, subscribe, all that good jazz. Actually, if you guys can actually share some of our stuff whenever you see it, that would be super helpful.
Super helpful.
We would really appreciate that. But we love y'all. We appreciate you. And thanks for being here.
Yep. Until next time.
Bye.